How long do you fast for minimum? Well, it depends. Are you doing like the intermittent fasting? Are you doing the long term fast? There's a couple of different things that could be going on here. I would say right now, starting off, do like the 16 hours not eating and have 8 hours you can eat. Um, we are going to be getting into where you get like a day or two, and then it's going to start building up from there. Some people have never done a fast before, so if it's you getting into the fasting, you definitely want to do like a type of cleansing time frame. And during those 16 hours, whenever you're not eating, you want to take in like celery juice. You want to take in water. Maybe get some fruits and juice them. That would also be the time to take your clay. I will also be using some food grade diatomaceous earth to go along with it. As you can see, diatomaceous earth has to come in contact with worms, parasites, bugs to kill it within 24 to 72 hours. Once you start worming with it, you have to keep on going for at least a few weeks. And don't forget that as I'm using this, my body's going to start having the dead things within me that are dying, my bacteria, toxins, pneumonia. So it's going to make me start feeling even more sick as the parasites within are dying off. Just giving you all a warning. I'm about to show you all some worms from the inside the human body. Gonna be a little nasty.
In the human colon. Experts in autopsy state they have found that from 60% to 70% of the colons examined have foreign matters such as worms and decades old feces stones. The inside walls of the overintestines are encrusted by old, hardened feces and resemble in appearance the inside of a filthy.
So y'all saw that shit, right? Like literally, it's like within us sometimes. I know that I like to eat like pork, and I know I like to eat sushi and things have worms in there. I'd be like, you know what? I want to try to figure out a way to smite these motherfuckers and get them all out of my system as quickly as possible. And you know how when we eat corn, it doesn't break down in our system? We can see it come out the other side, right? So my brain goes, what about those corn silks, right? And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, what are the benefits of corn silks? High pressure in the eye. It helps with high blood pressure, bedwetting, bladder infections, inflammation of the prostate. Did not know that. Inflammation of the urinary system, kidney stones, congestive heart failure, diabetes, fatigue, and high cholesterol levels. And then I factor in the fact that Isis and Ra come together to make El, which is Saturn, the god of the harvest, and why his symbolism is corn. Like maybe it's something about that. The whole corn and symbolism and all this stuff. Children of the corn. It's starting to make sense in some way. Something strange is going on, but my brain's making some connections here. I'm willing to bet that those silks will go in and they'll get the little things will climb up in them and stuff, and then when I let them go out, they'll still be trapped in there. See how that works. See how that works. There's got to be something with that. It's a trickery thing. I also want everyone to get a candle. A friend gifted me one not too long ago, and so I'm going to use this candle as my point of focus when I sit here and meditate during the fast, because there is going to be meditation that's involved inside of it. You want to sit here and look at the flame and just focus on it. Just watch it and focus on not thinking anything. It's to increase your willpower so that you can sit here and be able to look at a thing and keep your mind still and stable. It helps to build up the magical potential stuff. Basic training. Everyone knows this. You see it inside the movies. Oh, light a candle and stare at it. You're like, well, why am I going to stare at it? Because it's going to build up your focus. It's going to build up your intent. Whatever's going on, the phone jiggles, whatever. No. You put a timer on and you sit down there and you look at the flame for that timer. Start off with 5 minutes, go to 10 minutes, work up to 15 minutes. Every day you're going to push yourself a little bit further to increase what you can tolerate. It's going to build up your willpower. Very important. I actually do plan on making a video and lighting some of my candles and having like a 10-minute video available for you. Just sit here and watch the video as the candles flicker and build your willpower. That's the way you have to do it. just in case. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to go out and get a candle and train yourself and do it at home, but you never know. Everyone has their situations, right? Now, as long as how long do we fast? I'm planning on doing this for about a good 40 days, going out and slowly we dip into it. I want to bring us into it where we're detoxing and everything's going on, and we can figure out the ways to purge this stuff, get it out of us, work together as a community. Yay, community effort. And move to that deeper point and level where you're starting to notice the world get weird and your brain's speeding up and everything is starting to go faster. You'll start to fall into a state of spiritual psychosis. Instead of all of this, you have to actually maintain your character because your spirit is basically trembling within you, waiting to be born. Like literally, that's what's happening. You're going to start having everything tremble, and then people get lost inside their ego and they don't pass the test. You got to remember to be a good person. That's the most important part. You're not trying to have all the powers. The whole point and goal of this fast is to meet the creator. You're trying to go back and meet the creator. I've been detailing it the whole time. The creator is the unnameable one. That's what you're trying to fall back into. You're trying to go back to the person that isn't named because it's the first person that is there. Beyond all the names, if you're encountering entities inside yourself and all these names are popping up, keep on going. Go past the entities. There are other gods that have made it back and know things. And they may pass you messages and stuff. But the one key thing you're trying to do in this is to meet and go in contact with the first being. That's the only person that can make you immortal. He makes all the other gods immortal and stuff like that. Like they're physical avatars. There's just certain rules and regulations to why people can't come down to gardens and things you have to give up and all this other stuff. But they exist, and as you go back inside yourself, you're gonna start being appear in the cloud, and you're gonna start doing things like the quantum consciousness of this whole thing. The fast is literally to make you go faster, making that energy in your belly that you use to digest your food go back up into your brain, and then your body starts burning the fats, which your brain likes the fats, which charges it up even more. And the next test we'll start getting into will be the heart. You're going to start having all the things come up from your heart, and that's where you're going to start feeling yourself shake and quiver as you start to remember things, because the energy going back up into your brain, it's going to power back up your brain to allow you to remember the stuff that you've forgotten. And we're doing processes to remove parasites from ourselves because those things drain our energy. Energy parasites people have, right? That people talk about. Well, no, you have literal energy parasites inside your body that are draining you of your minerals and everything else like that. Got to get that stuff out to make sure your system is functioning as high as it can. And as it starts functioning higher, you'll start getting hotter. As you start getting hotter, you're going to need more water. And we'll be tapping into the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. As you're going through this fast, your body's going to start increasing inside the way it moves stuff. It's going to start feeling strange. You're going to become really aware and conscious of yourself and start actually doing breath work and managing your system from inside. And don't forget, every day you got to go outside and sweat, because as you're sweating, you're going to be purifying your system and also unclogging your meridians so that you can pull in more energy from the sun itself and use ether. This is to take you from going where you are using the physical food for energy to where you start developing more of your energetic system inside your body, and you can use that to sustain the body. We eat so that we can get energy right now because we don't understand how inefficient it is to eat to do it that way. There's other ways to do it, but we have to also go out and kind of discover the stuff to make it work and become the new founders here. It's a whole thing, a side quest. So yeah, the fast is going to be a little while that we're in it, and we'll be doing things to clean and purify the body and to, level up, take it to the next level, see what happens. You never know. If you're bold, you can go the whole 40 days without eating, if you have a reason to. But if not, I'll try to conduct our way there, like, be a guide on the river Styx or something. All things are possible. Just gotta try.